was just asking, whatever happened to Gazi Kodzo? Well, child, yesterday he got arrested, and it ain't pretty. Hey everyone, it's your girl. I'm back. And before I begin, I just want to say something. The story that I'm about to read is a cautionary tale. And it's a cautionary tale about what happens when you try to separate yourself from the country that you live in and create your own society and government. It never ends well. Because the reality is you just can't do that. Because you have to have the resources and you don't. And that's the story of Gazi Kodzo. So Gazi Kodzo is a social media personality who is also a black revolutionary. I remember him in the golden era of YouTube when he basically was talking about racism, anti-black racism, and it was around the time of the rise of BLM. And people made fun of him because he is a same gender loving black man. He doesn't identify as gay because gay, he says, is synonymous with white men because they have the economics to move around freely, unlike gay black men. So yesterday he was arrested for his connection in a standoff that resulted in the death of a young black man. So it reads, according to 11 Alive, blackhammer party leader arrested in Fayetteville SWAT call where 18-year-old found dead. Gazi Kodzo, whose real name is Augustus Romaine, leads the group and was arrested on numerous charges in connection to the standoff. 2 men arrested following a SWAT standoff in Fayetteville, during which an 18-year-old was found dead, have ties to a group some call extremists, police confirm. One of them is the group's apparent leader. Law enforcement descended on the Woodbine subdivision Tuesday after a person called 911 from inside a home along Selwyn Court and whispered that they had been kidnapped by an organization, according to police. When officers arrived at home, they said 10 people were inside. According to investigators, 9 walked out of the home willingly, but an 18-year-old was found dead from a apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police blocked entry into the neighborhood for hours as they worked to clear both the home and the scene. Ultimately, people arrested 2 people who now both face multiple charges in connection to the SWAT incident. 11 Alive has since learned that those 2 people are part of the controversial Black Hammer Party, according to the Fayetteville Police Department. The group's spokesperson, Olju Mukarak, confirmed the arrest online. Gazi Kodzo, whose real name is Augustus Romaine, reportedly leads the group. On Tuesday at the scene, the 36-year-old told 11 Alive he was the owner of the home where the SWAT standoff unfolded and raised concerns about how the 18-year-old died, saying he didn't believe the gunshot wound was self-inflicted. However, he has now been charged with 2 counts each of aggravated sodomy, conspiracy to commit a felony, false imprisonment, kidnapping, aggravated assault, and criminal street gang activity. Ooh, they gonna get you, Gazi. A 21-year-old man named Xavier H. Russian, identified by the group as Colonel Keenum, was also arrested and faces charges of conspiracy to commit a felony, false imprisonment, kidnapping, aggravated assault, criminal street gang activity, and obstruction. According to the group, the Black Hammer Party was formed in Atlanta back in 2019, and it is believed to be extremist. Black Hammer members have openly said they have an alliance with the Proud Boys, which the Southern Poverty Law Center has classified as a hate group. Mukarak, the spokesman, said they don't mind being called an extremist group. We take that with pride. You take that label with pride, Mukarak said, because that means we're standing in line with those in history who have stood against evil and set against oppressive systems. Romaine and Russian remain in the Fayette County Jail in connection to the investigation. But the group said they would fight the charges. This isn't the Black Hammer Party's first run in with the police, McCarrick said. Meanwhile, Fayetteville police said this is just the beginning of the investigation. Anyone with information is asked to contact the department. And all I'm going to say is, Gazi, they finally got your black ass. First of all, let me tell you something about this man. This man basically was a YouTube personality that was really big. Has like over, I think, 300K subs. This dude back in 2020 was at 2018 was at the Pride Festival. And it was a festival that was supposed to be inclusive of all LGBTQ plus people. This dude gonna talk about how the white people, y'all was in caves while we was living up in Africa. And y'all hate us. And y'all colonize us. And let me tell you something. You ain't the same as us. Just because you LGBTQIA don't mean you are allies, all right? Okay, you are capitalist, oppressive people. And it's like he always goes after capitalists. And I'm like, dude, pump your brakes. Because that house that you got, that looks like a person who owns it is a capitalist. Or at least is not one to live in a hut. You understand? He doesn't want to live in the projects, you know? And this is the thing that I said earlier. You cannot separate yourself from society. Only one way. And that is going to prison. Okay? Even if you are a nomad, you still going to have to interact with somebody to survive. You just can't separate yourself. As you can hate the system all you want, but you can't separate it if you were born in the system. The only people that really can't, besides the nomads and those in prison, are those people that grew, born and raised in those primitive cultures. And they don't even live in America. They live in South America. They live in the Andaman Islands. They live in the Sentinel Islands. You know, they live like away from people in Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, all those places. And they know how to survive. You don't, because you were conditioned to live within the system. Now, you don't have to be pro-capitalist. I get that part. You don't have to. It's okay. But let's not front and say that you're socialist, but you living in a beautiful 2-story home. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. A person who's pro-capitalist lives like that too. So, Gazi, you did this to yourself. With your Garvey would love me persona. You wanted to basically be a leader. And Black Hammer comes off as a cult. It does. It comes off as boys who are angry about being gay and have been picked on. And you align yourself with the Proud Boys? Who would do that? Who in their right mind would do that? And this is why I was saying, I would love for Beverly and Betty to talk that. I would love to hear her talk that. To find out that a gay political extremist group, a gay black male political extremist group is cool with the Proud Boys. Girl, she would have a fit. Ha 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 ha. I'm telling you, they all BS. They're all BSing. But with that being said, I'm signing off from this. I knew this was going to happen. It is what it is. I think that he may not get a whole bunch of time, but he's going to do something. But see, that aggravated sodomy is no joke. Because now it's saying that he raped him. Wow. I mean, it's not rape. Ard. So, thank you for listening. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Hit the notification bell. Share, comment, like, and I'll be back soon. Take care.